Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, not too bad. It's just wet here. We couldn't even, early this morning, there was it was still dark out. It started, really bad storm, lots of rain, and I'm kind of amazed. I haven't been able to get back to our creek. There's been so much water, but I still intend, I might have to wait till it freezes now, so some of the bugs are gone back there when I got to go through a patch of woods and the side of a hill. The incline is really funky to get back there from this direction, the shortest route. Um, it's just right outside my window over here, but getting to it, you can hear it, but getting to it is another story. But I do intend on. I've got some videos of the creek from the road, and I think I've got a video from the top of the hill too, showing our property and that. But I'm gonna get around to that one of these days. It's just not right now. It's just too dang wet out there, and even to cross the creek to get to the spot I want to show you, um, it would be dangerous right now, so I'm going to wait. But anyway, speaking of dangerous, how dangerous is it for, I guess it depends on the person, but I was watching this one channel that they had like welcome to the bed of the muse, like indicating that the woman's spirit is like a free for all. Um, you know, the sanctity of marriage, and the sacred wedding bed is what I'm going to be talking about today, at least right away. And it might make some people uncomfortable. So if this isn't a topic that you want to dive into, and keeping what is sacred for the children in the future and teaching those ethics to the children, regardless of our own mishaps within our lives or people that we've been around or married or whoever or how they defiled us, regardless of all that, keeping what is true and good for the children in their hearts and teaching them that is so important. It really is. And I know maybe some of you have been also defiled in that way, especially like with a liar, a cheater that will bring other people's DNA into your marriage bed that you thought was sacred. Yeah. Then they're going to pretend that the woman's spirit is not even active, but turn her into a whore so these men can keep getting out of life what they want to get out of the life why they keep the woman submissed. And I am not going to keep quiet about it. You don't get to file my wedding bed and think that I'm just going to sit there and take it. That's my topic today. I'm not done. Just like I've had too many people, men, and it's always, you would not believe the amount of not just two men at one time trying to gang up on me, if not verbally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Really, boys, it takes more than one of you. And then you gotta get your little groupies to come up against a real woman? Isn't that something? You're mighty special. And then they say they have a museum exhibiting, like, life and times of the muse, which is the woman. giving her ideas and energy, and they're sucking off her energy in a vampiric way, making it so other people on the planet feel that pain. That's the pain you're feeling, is her captivity. Everybody feels it. They enjoy it. They get power out of it. They laugh right in her face. They don't care. This is how defiled our planet is right now. How do you ever teach a child in this society that there's a possibility that they could unite with another human being and create a family that it would be untouched by the dark force if people aren't aware of what's going on in that sanctity of that bed, you know? I've totally eliminated relationships with people that are not strong enough to lay beside me in my bed emotionally, you know? And it's a really big deal to me. It's everything. I won't even consider it. If they're not righteous like that, I don't want anything to do with them. Why would I? They're nothing but, they're not even a whore. Whores get paid. They're sluts. And that's the nastiest piece of work on the planet, is what they're doing to families and people in general. It's invasion of our minds and our peace of mind, you know. And that makes me, um, gives me a strength they don't have. And it gives me dignity they don't have. So, welcome to the bed of the muse. How fucking disgusting can you get? It's like a man opening the door and saying, "You want to watch my wife and I get it on?" Against her will. Here, world, look at what we're doing. We're not even making babies. It's just a pastime. It's just like physical activity, even though it weakens you if not done right. But what do I know? You know, these people are going to pay for what they've done to me and everybody else, invading and using energy and gifts and powers that do not belong to them, interfering with what humanity is, not what they want it to be. There's nothing worse than a nasty human being like that. It can be funny if you see like teenagers with their out of whack hormones or something. Not funny like funny ha ha, but funny humorous, because you can see how they can grow out of that. But when you meet somebody that's a half a century old acting like a child, ew, that's so nasty. It's beyond description to me. It's like, wow. I can't, sometimes I have to, like, if I'm watching a channel and I encounter something like that, but yet they have information I might want to gather or whatever, it's all I can do to make it through the shit. I'll even spur it on to see how far you're gonna go. That's how terrible I am. Yay! Nice move. What's your next one? and see who's stupid enough to follow, you know? See, that's the difference between me. I don't have to trick and lie and cheat and put on an act to gather the people that are righteous around me because they will just do that. I mean, they can stop people from seeing me online here, but they can't stop people from feeling me inside their cells. Take your little pills, do whatever you got to do. Because, yes, the dark cabal actually has pills to guard against that lightning in their blood against the woman as they praise their master. Isn't that horrible? They would have to have a master to get delights on this planet. And then somebody like me is denied any connection whatsoever because I'm going to tell you the truth and I'm going to help you and I'm going to give you tips and tricks how to guard your hearts and souls and your minds. That's the difference, and that's having true honor. That's something they can't even scratch the surface of. I was watching a video and somebody said, like people aren't fearless. Like I've said before, you can startle me, but I don't run. And my pain threshold is beyond anything, and my endurance beyond anything you've ever seen. So, no, I am fearless. I am the epitome of fearless. Sorry if you're not. Like I say, I can be startled, but that's their first mistake. So you're not going to yell in my face and intimidate me. It might be loud, it might make me flinch, but you're going to be sorry for every big mouth word you spat at me. Because I collect that energy and I give it back. So, anyway. That's the old fuck around and find out, but you don't believe it. So, we're going to have that match. So, anyway, and this I'm talking to a man that's trying to intimidate me. I'll break you. I'll break something on you, and you aren't going to break on me. The only time I've ever been broken was from something unnatural forces. Not anything like you think you can hit hard. You won't even touch me. And yes, I box too, and I don't need a fucking whip to make you feel that. So anyway, I had to make my point. What is fearless and what isn't? Because you're going to be looking over your shoulder every second of the rest of your life. I don't care. I'm used to it, you know. I expect it. So anyway, yeah. That's what pisses men off that want to hurt and disrespect women is that I won't put up with it. And then they get all angry. And you know what? When they use their energy towards anger, that weakens them. They don't see it, but I do. And I see the spots when I'm sizing it up. It's like, oh, and you do not see any openings here. How about that? Isn't that something? Because you don't know my moves. I am not traditional in any sense. So whatever. I'm the one that choreographers, choreogates the moves. I don't copy. So anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. I needed to make that point about the wedding bed and how it has been defiled and the energy that they keep using, weakening the woman and putting that feeling within the society and the men that use that energy and that power and the women that help them. I'm not going to be done until you're all incarcerated. You already are in the flesh, but you're not going to be living in the flesh ever again, hurting people when I get done. That's my mission. I was here to bring a message. Well, I got another one for you too. Run, because there's nowhere you can hide. Okay, everybody. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.